What's going on, guys? It's AB Sports. Fantasy football drafts are right around the corner. So today, I thought I would share my top 10 players for the 2020 fantasy football season. If y'all want to see more fantasy content before the season, make sure and drop a like on this video and leave in the comments your thoughts on my top 10 list. And just by the way, these rankings are for a PPR format. Let's get into my list. At number 10, Joe Mixon. He's my 7th highest running back. And Joe Mixon finished as the running back 13 last year. And now he has a better quarterback in Joe Burrow, 2 better wide receivers in AJ Green and T. Higgins, and a better offensive line with Jonah Williams. He's the guy in Cincinnati. He's extremely talented, and he's playing in a contract year. If you get a late first round pick, Mixon is perfect for your running back number 1. At number 9, Julio Jones. At my 3rd highest wide receiver, Julio has had 6 seasons in a row with over 1,390 receiving yards. The big knock on him has been that he's inconsistent from a week-to-week basis, and that he doesn't score very many touchdowns. Although, I think both those problems may go away this year. Freeman, Hooper, and Sanu are gone, only to be replaced by Hayden Hurst and Todd Gurley. I don't trust Gurley's health, and I don't think Hurst is very good, so every target in this high-powered offense should go to Julio and Ridley. Think 2019 Bucks with this Falcons team. At number 8, Devonta Adams, wide receiver number 2. Adams might get 200 targets this season. Green Bay's head coach Matt LaFleur wants to be a running team, but with Aaron Rodgers under center, the Packers aren't going to all of a sudden turn into the 49ers. Rodgers loves to throw it, and Adams is literally the only reliable pass catcher on the offense. The other starting pass catchers are Allen Lazard, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Jace Sternberger. Adams' weekly floor is very high. 7. Derrick Henry, running back number 6. There aren't many players we are 100% sure they are going to be the guy in their offense, and Henry is one of them. The Titans know they're not going to win a lot of games with Tannehill airing it out, otherwise they would have done it in the playoffs last year. If Henry has 1,800 yards and 20 touchdowns, I wouldn't be surprised. He's not the safest pick because he's had a big workload these last 2 seasons, but the upside is too hard to pass up. At number 6, Alvin Kamara, running back number 5. Kamara burned me last year. His lack of touchdowns was so frustrating. In 2018, I would see him run toward the sideline and juke people and cut back in bounds. But in 2019, he just jogged out of bounds. It didn't just annoy me. I saw Breeze and Sean Payton angry at him for lack of effort. His PPR upside is still enormous. He's had 81 catches every year of his career. But unless he falls out of the top 5, I doubt I'll have many shares of Kamara. At 5, Michael Thomas, wide receiver number 1. Targets matter so much for fantasy, and there's no one who I'm more confident in their target share than Thomas. Even if Breeze goes down, we've seen Winston support top fantasy wide receivers before. The reason Thomas is behind the top 4 running backs isn't because of any weakness he has, it's because of lack of depth at running back. People who take Thomas at his ADP of 3rd overall get a weak top running back. At number 4, Dalvin Cook, running back 4. Cook was the first player to report to Vikings training camp, but still doesn't have a contract. That means he is going to ball out this season. Injuries are a worry for Cook, but in his 9 healthy games last year before his shoulder injury, he had 7 of them over 25 points. At number 3, Ezekiel Elliott, running back number 3. Zeke has the highest floor of any non-quarterback in the entire NFL for fantasy. He's only had 1 game with less than 18 touches last year and has never missed a game for injury. His yearly finishes among running backs have been 2, 7 when he had his 6-game suspension, 5, and 3. At number 2, Saquon Barkley, running back number 2. Saquon had a similar 2019 to Kamara, in that he missed games due to injury and came back and was never really the same. But unlike Kamara, Saquon closed strong, with 33 and 46 in the last 2 weeks of the season. Also, Jason Garrett is the offensive coordinator Zeke has had for his 4 straight years of top 7 finishes, and Jason Garrett is now in New York, prepared to give Saquons a huge workload. At number 1, Christian McCaffrey, running back number 1. I mean, who else would be here? For those of you who know me, McCaffrey is my favorite current NFL player. I'm praying that I get the first pick in one of my 4 leagues so I can have McCaffrey. Last year, he outscored the 2nd highest running back by 161 points. That's 10 a game. If you have the first overall pick, draft McCaffrey. Unless I'm picking 2nd, then you should totally draft Saquon. So that's my top 10 fantasy players in PPR for 2020. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you did, how about subscribing to the channel? Leave a like if you want to see more fantasy videos, and thanks for watching.